Fractions number 21, less than, greater than, and equal to with fractions. Okay, we know that if the big mouth is facing this way, it means that the number over here is less than the number over here. And if the big mouth is facing to the left, the number here is bigger than the number over here, and equal means they are the same. So remember that big mouth eats the big number. The big mouth goes to eat that big number. So let's look at fractions right now. If you've got 5/16 plus 1/2, and you need to know if it's less than, greater than, or equal to 1, the first thing you're going to have to do is make these fractions similar. So we can't make 5/16 any smaller with a denominator of 2, but we can make the 2 bigger. What does 2 get multiplied by to become 16? It's multiplied by 8. So the top gets jealous and it wants to be multiplied by 8 also. So we end up with 1 times 8 is 8, and 2 times 8 is 16, so we end up with 8/16 plus 5/16. 5 plus 8 is 13 over 16. So now our number is, let's put it over here, 13 over 16. Is 13 over 16 bigger, smaller, or equal to 1? Well, since we know that 16/16 equals 1, this is smaller. So the big mouth eats the big number, and it would go that way. Let's try this one. 4/8 plus 1/2 is bigger, smaller, or equal to 1. Let's make the 2 the same as an 8. 2 times 4 is 8. The 1 gets jealous. It wants to be multiplied by 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. That gives us a denominator of 8, and 1 times 4 is 4. So now we have 4/8 plus 4/8, which equals 8/8. And remember, when the top and the bottom are the same, the numerator and the denominator are identical, then that equals 1. So this does equal 1. We'd put an equal sign. Let's try this one. 1/2 plus 3/8. Is it less than, greater than, or equal to 1? Okay, let's multiply 2 times 4 to make it an 8. The top gets jealous. It wants to be multiplied by 4, and it becomes a 4. And now we have 4/8 plus 3/8. Well, that equals 7/8. Is 7/8 bigger, smaller, or equal to 1? Well, if it was 8/8, it would be 1, so it's smaller. So big mouth eats big number. It's going to go that way. All right, let's try this one. 2/3 plus 5/6. We need to get the denominators the same. 3 times 2 is 6. Top gets jealous. It wants to be multiplied by 2, and that becomes 4. So now these are gone. So now you've got 4/6 plus 5/6. 4/6 plus 5/6 equals 9/6. Well, that's an improper fraction. If 6/6 is equal to 1, then this is bigger than 1. So this would be greater than, and big mouth eats big number. Let's try this one. 9/10 plus 2/3. Well, we can already look at this one and estimate that 9/10 is very, very close to 10/10, which is 1. So we know right away, just by without even working this problem, that if this one is so close to 10 and we're adding more to it, that it's got to be bigger than 1. But let's check just for sure, okay? What can 3 and 10 meet at? What number? They can both meet at 30. So what does 3 need to become 30? It needs to be multiplied by 10. 2 gets jealous, and it wants to be multiplied by 10. And we get 20 over 30 for this number. And now it's gone, because we got 20 over 30. What does 10 need to be 30? It needs to be multiplied by 3. 9 is jealous. It wants to be multiplied by 3, and we get 27 over 30. Now, if you were to add 27 over 30 to 20 over 30, you would get 47 over 30. So we were correct. This side was bigger. All right, let's look at this last one. We've got 3/8 plus 4/9. Where can the 8 and 9 meet? At what number? usually they meet at where they multiply. So 9 times 8 is 72, and 4 times 8, because it's jealous, is 32. So now we got 32 over 72. So now the 8 needs to meet at the 72, so we're going to multiply it by 9 to get 72. This gets jealous, it wants to be multiplied by 9, and that's 27. So now we've got 32 72s plus 27 72s, which gives us 7 plus 2 is 9. 2 plus 3 is 5. We got 59 72s compared to 1. Well, the denominator has to be the same as the numerator, so it would have to be 72 72s in order to be a 1, so this one is less than. That is how you can estimate fractions and figure less than, greater than, or equal to. You need to make the denominators the same, add them up to see which one's which.